3, 2, 1.
Assalamualaikum, my name is FAIZ. My metric number is UDE2012. I will present for the problem statement. The first problems that influence the use of public transportation among workers in Klang Valley is traffic congestion. Traffic jams are getting worse in many parts of the world, developed or not, and everything points to the fact that they will continue to get worse, which is a threat to the quality of life in cities. Its main meaning is a progressive slowing down of traffic speeds. Road congestion is most caused by the extensive usage of automobiles. In terms of enabling personal mobility, private cars are advantageous, and they provide a sense of protection and even heightened status, particularly in developing nations. However, they are not an efficient mode of passenger transportation because during rush hour, each private automobile occupant produces 11 times more as much congestion as a bus passenger. This situation is getting worse in the region by problems with road design and maintenance in the cities. A driving style that shows little regard for other road users and incorrect information on traffic conditions. Second is the air pollution. A lot of the pollution in the city center comes from the transportation sector. High levels of economic growth, rapid urbanization, rising disposable income, a variety of social and recreational activities, more private vehicles, and the distribution of different materials and resources have all directly increased the demand for the transportation sector and make the air quality in cities worse. Epidemiological evidence shows that traffic pollution is a risk factor for bad health outcomes like respiratory disease, heart disease, and premature mortality. Engine noise and gasoline spills also generate pollution. Cars, trucks, and other kinds of transportation are the single largest source to air pollution in Malaysia. We also know that car pollution is a major contributor to the rise in global warming. Carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases are emitted by automobiles and trucks, making them the primary source of pollution contributing to global warming. And lastly is long gap. Public transportation systems like LRT and KMT have set roads, so they can get us where we need to go faster than private vehicles. This makes getting to travel destinations faster than when we drive alone in our own car. For example, it takes a lot less time to get to the different destinations on a cross-country train trip than it does to get to the same destinations in our own car. Due to the traffic, many cities have bus-only lanes. This means that taking public transportation within the city can be cheaper and faster. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum, my name is SHAMIMI BINTI RANI. My matrix number UDE201298. So I will present on research question. The first is, does distance and travel from home to workplace can affect the time taken among workers who use public transportation in Klang Valley? Second, does gasoline or petrol price influence the use of public transportation among workers in Klang Valley? And the third is, does air pollution from using many vehicles in traffic affect the environment among workers who use public transportation in Klang Valley? For the research objectives, first we want to identify whether distance and travel from home to workplace can affect the time taken among workers who use public transportation, which can influence workers' satisfaction among workers in Klang Valley. Second, we want to identify whether gasoline or petrol price can influence the use of public transportation, which can influence worker satisfaction among workers in Klang Valley. The third is we want to identify whether air pollution from using many vehicles in traffic can affect the environment among workers who use public transportation in Klang Valley, which can influence worker satisfaction.
Assalamualaikum, my name is HANIE BINTI AIDI. My matrix number UDE201230, and I will present literature review. The quality of life in urban areas such as Klang Valley depends on the facilities provided by the government. One of the most important facilities is transportation, and population growth affects the number of vehicles on the road, where it may lead rising road safety issue to the residents of Klang Valley. Since transportation is the process of moving people from one location to another, it has become a convenience and choice of people to avoid road congestion, especially for connect users to work, to school, and so on. However, in order to fulfill worker satisfaction to use public transportation, they should meet all the criteria for public service such as comfort, safety, and speed. There is a major factor influence among workers to use public transportation, since they are the ones who regularly use this option to go to work and return home. Besides that, timeliness also has a positive impact on workers' satisfaction, which they are more likely to be satisfied with accurate travel time, service given, specialized facilities available on public transport, and affordable price. Last but not least, if all the criteria meet the workers' expectation, they are likely to use the service often and suggest to others by mouth to mouth. So I continue to present the theoretical diagram. So based on the diagram, workers are satisfied when the environment on the transportation are comfortable, clean, safety, eco-friendly, and so on. While affordable price also become a consideration for the workers, since it can save money from buying car fuel and pay tolls. In terms of travel time, it may help workers to save time and help them in plan their travel time to get to work. And by giving the best service quality, also can fulfill workers' satisfaction to use public transportation. One of the theory related to the study is this confirmation paradigm. It represents that customer will compare a new service experience with the standard they develop. The theory presumes that customer will make purchase based on their expectations, attitudes, and intention. They evaluate the experience during or after the consumption and process is complete, when the customer compare the actual service with their pre-experience standards. While another theory is expectancy value theory, where the customer will make some judgment about a service or product. People will learn to perform behavior that they expect will lead to positive outcomes, while SERVQUAL is a model to translate a theory of customer satisfaction into management practice. This theory defines difference between the customer expectation and their perceptions of service received, and the gap in service quality occurs when the perceptions is less than what is expected. So I think that's all from me for the presentation of literature review and theoretical framework. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Nadia Syazliana binti ZAINUDDIN. My matrix number is UDE200111. I would like to start about my part, which is research method and data collection method. For research method, the data is obtained using primary. A survey analysis is for primary data and other information such as statistical data on case study area. For this research, the primary data is gathered through the survey analysis, where it is undertaken on a case where the study area chosen, which is in Klang Valley. A short survey with a wide range of questions about factors influencing worker satisfaction to use public transportation in Klang Valley was created and collected from users of workers in who use public transportation in Klang Valley via questionnaire distribution, and the respondents were required to fill out the distribute form in accordance with their understanding. The majority of the survey will be submitted through the use of social media platforms such as WhatsApp and Instagram. The purpose is to achieve the objective of research from collected data. For data collection methods, the method used to obtain the data information will be described in this section. Questionnaires in the survey were selected to collect data. Data collection is a process of systematically collecting and analyzing information about variables that will allow one to answer a particular topic, make predictions, and analyze the entire study. The type and form of research work and data collections are critical. It is divided into two basic categories, which is primary data and secondary data. For primary data, the data are gathered by the researcher by the on the spot, which is primary data. Because there were no previously available records for public access, we acquire the data for study reasons. Methods of the collecting primary data includes questionnaire in a survey. The data is highly reliable. In this research, a questionnaire was used as a data collection tool, and questionnaire will be distributed to the passengers in Klang Valley from Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. The survey will be conducted on those who have public transportation in Malaysia, Klang Valley. A Google form survey will be created and sent to the responder by posting the URL link to social media and mobile apps such as WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and some others. As explained, one advantage of doing surveys via email or internet is that they are faster than telephone interviews. Respondents will be able to engage in the study when it is convenient for them to fill out the questionnaire, and the questionnaire was conducted online, making the survey easier while it takes 5 to 10 minutes for respondents to fill out the survey, making it faster to complete. For construct measurement, this study constructs some questionnaires to evaluate the preference and detail of public transportation users. Questionnaires are quite beneficial for getting information from a large number of people. Some metrics such as nominal, ordinal, and ratio are utilized in the surveys. The questionnaire is split into 3 sections, which is Section A, Section B, and Section C. Section A, which is passengers are asked for demographic information. Nominal and ordinal measuring scales are used. Demographic questions are collected information the characteristic of people in Klang Valley, sample population of passengers and car owner, gender, age, highest level of education, ethnicity, and usage purpose of among the inquiries. For Section B, it is comprised of dependent variable using related question using interval data measurement. The variables of gender, age, and greatest level of education, ethnicity, usage purpose, and are indirectly asked to participants. Questionnaires in Part B are prepared with a Likert scale measurement for respondents to rate. Section C mainly include questions concerning the independent variables. This section questionnaires are designed to be rated based on Likert measurement scale by respondent. The scale options are strongly disagree, agree, and strongly agree. The survey will be conducted on those who have public transportation in Malaysia, Klang Valley. A Google form survey will be created and sent to the responder by posting the URL link to social media and mobile apps such as WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and some others. As explained, one advantage of doing surveys via email or internet is that they are faster than telephone interviews. Respondents will be able to engage in the study when it is convenient for them to fill out the questionnaire, and the questionnaire was conducted online, making the survey easier while it takes 5 to 10 minutes for respondents to fill out the survey, making it faster to complete. Dependent variable, the dependent variable is workers' satisfaction with the quality of public transportation. Quality service is judged by the availability dimensions features such as cautioners, public transportation, operating hours, cooperation with the customers, and providing prompt service. For independent variable, environment, reliability, responsiveness, and assurance are the independent variables in the study. These independent factors are measured by the 4 dimensions characteristic. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is ADILLA IZZATI binti MUSTAFFA. My matrix number is UDE2012. Today I want to present about the sampling plan. The sampling plan is the basis for the start of the study and consists of the following 3 key decisions what the sampling unit should be. For example, choosing the population category to be surveyed is the first and most important decision in the sampling design for initiating a study. In the case study, we sample units consist of people from Glen, people aged from 70 to 60, male and female, and can be any ethnicity. Once these decisions are made, the sampling frame at the time is designed so that everyone in the target population has an equal chance of being sampled. The second decision in sampling design is to determine the sample size. The number of participants or observation included in a study are 38. In general, the larger the sample size, the higher the reliability. So researchers try to cover as many samples as possible. The final decision to complete the sampling design is the choice of sampling method, which method can be used so that every object in the population has the same chance of being selected. The case study we choose sampling method is quota sampling. This means that elements from the population are chosen on a non-random basis, and all members of the population do not have an equal chance of being selected to be part of the sample group. The next one is data analysis. The data that we collected from survey have met 3 objectives of our research, which are our gasoline or petrol price can influence the use of public transportation, which can influence worker satisfaction among workers in Klang Valley. The second one is distance and travel from home to workplace can affect the time taken among workers who use public transportation, which can influence workers' satisfaction among workers in Klang Valley. The last one is air pollution. From using many vehicles in traffic can affect the environment among workers who use public transportation in Klang Valley, which can influence workers' satisfaction. Thank you.
Hello, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nadia binti Nasri and I am from UDE2012 Session 2. My metric number is UDE200106. Based on our research topic about factors influencing customer satisfaction in using public transport among workers in Klang Valley shows the increase in price of petroleum has contributed to increase in the number of users in using public transport as well as the decrease in air pollution and decreased road congestion. Using public transport can minimize someone budgeting finance and protect environment from air pollution. Integrate public transit make cities have better air quality, means less fuel burns. Approximately 85% of the greenhouse gas emissions that come from transportation are due to day-to-day commutes. By leaving the car at home, a person can save up to 20 pounds of carbon dioxide emissions every day. What's more is, using the public transport also pretty affordable than using a private transport to go somewhere. As proof is the first from KL Central to Seremban using KTM commuter will only cost 9 and 20 cents one way. Despite the fact that the study used a variety of data and analysis methodologies, it still has some limitations. As a result, the survey does not represent all Malaysian commuters, and the main location of Klang Valley result could not be accurate due to the existence of a survey form that gives wide access to all who have a link to answer the questions. In the field of research, ethical considerations are important because these factors contribute to the protection of the study participants' rights and to the enhancement of the research validity. In our research, the ethical consideration applied is anonymity and informed consent. The term anonymity refers to the fact that we are not aware of the identities of the participants. Having said that, we just ask participants to provide information regarding their demographics. While the term informed consent denotes that the participant in an evaluation is fully informed about the study being undertaken, we use the survey method as evidence to support our result of the main point. The proof is there is 73.7% in total who said yes to research question about the infant price of petroleum can increase the number of users in using public transport in Klang Valley. In 1991, Charlotte Hoffman said ethical requirements will clearly outline employee rights and responsibility and help address employee difference and special treatment. Conflict is common in any company. In the interest of the company, from an ethical and legal standpoint, the conflict must be resolved, and the seller should apologize to the customer. Where there is an ethical business kind practice, the community puts their trust and reliability in this business. Change in the way we communicate with others brought about by technological advance may create more opportunities for learning. Thank you.